Coffee and Headlines is brought to you by the generous support of our viewers and the following community partners: Best Cord Cutting TV, Bravo's Restaurant Bar, El Rey Lounge de Versalles, Joint Boutique Hotel and Cowork, Monson Brewing Company, Puerto Vallarta Neurofeedback, Puerto Vallarta Owners Reps, Oculto, and Siam Cocina Thai. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting our community partners. We have all kinds of fun news today. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines. This is our morning get together, available live on YouTube and on Facebook. It is Saturday, May 17, and I am just so happy to be here. It's not even funny. I hope you're having a great morning. We have fun news. We have laugh out loud news. We have important news. We have a great demonstration of the word pendejo in action. Remember, we learned about the word pendejo. We discussed it not too long ago. Well, today we're going to put it in action in a way that doesn't offend a specific person, but rather it describes the stupid actions of specific people, which is a really fun way to use it as well. Anyhow, as usual, if you have any important questions or comments, please add a capital letter Q at the beginning of your comment. If you would enjoy a nice little welcome to our cluster, maybe you're watching live for the first time. Maybe you've been watching as part of the silent majority, and then you want to chime in. Hey, we are here. And all you have to do is write the capital letter N as in new, and we'll give you a nice little welcome. So let's get started with the news. Now, this is something we already know. We already know that Puerto Vallarta is a preferred destination among the LGBTQ plus community, but it's nice to be reminded from time to time of this fact by trustworthy publications such as Lonely Planet, which puts out a 240-page travel guide for gay travelers, and of course, our city is nicely highlighted. This is not a surprise to us English-speaking locals, but again, it's nice for the promotion and well-being of our city. We had talked about this maybe sometime last week. SEAPAL Vallarta completed work to replace the pumping equipment at Well 4B located in the Aralias neighborhood, which allowed for the recovery of a flow rate of more than 60 liters per second, benefiting the residents of Ramblaces and 17 other neighborhoods in the area, my neighborhood included. So this is all great news. And speaking of great news, I have great news for Versalles residents. The director of Efficient Municipal Services, yes, there is such a thing, Javier Alonso Navarro Chavez, reported that they continue to refine strategies regarding garbage collection. And part of that is that Versalles residents now get a daily collection route recently implemented, addressing the demands of the neighborhood council chaired by Silvia Montiel and local business owners. So if you are in Versalles, you should be happy that at least some areas in the colonia are getting daily trash collection, or maybe you are simply a trashy neighborhood. I don't know, but it's a good thing, I suppose. Moving right along, this is great news. Here is the circular pyramid of Teuchitlán, and it keeps avoiding me. It's on the way to Guadalajara. Well, I just read some great news. With an investment of 300 million pesos, the government of Jalisco presented this Friday the Interministerial Intervention Plan for the municipality of Teuchitlán, where this gorgeous pyramid is located. And of course, this investment will benefit various sectors such as health, education, tourism, public works, and social development. Alberto Esquer, Chief of Staff of the state, emphasized that these funds will be allocated to road infrastructure, education, tourism promotion, and social programs. And this is all great news for anyone wanting to travel from Puerto Vallarta to Guadalajara and choosing to take the mountain highway. All it takes, from what I've seen on the map, is a little detour and you get to this fabulous place. Now, it is they are usually known, I believe, as the Guachimontones pyramids, but they are located in Teuchitlan. Now, I have news about my beloved Dr. Simi. He's branching out. Thanks to social media campaigns cited online, everything seems to indicate that the company will launch a series of affordable veterinarian clinics throughout the country. There is still no specific information, but this makes me very happy for all pet owners out there. And if you have forgotten about my irrational obsession about Dr. Simi, I give you this. Yes, I love my Dr. Simi. Every time I see him, I want to dance with him. I want to hug him. And of course, my key change is a Dr. Simi key change. And he's always keeping me good company when it's time to get together with you guys. How did I get to be this way? You'd have to ask my mother, but she's dead. And watching over me, of course. Let's take a look at the weather. Ah, la, 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 la. My Dr. Simi. He's such a cuddly daddy. I'm just making things up as I go along here, says Snarky Weatherman. Temperature is 28 degrees. Humidity is 63%. And our weather forecast for today says it's going to be a humid day, with mostly clear skies, but a few clouds maybe wandering around. We're going to have a high of 31, a low of 22. And tomorrow, a humid day with mostly clear skies, a high of 30 and a low of 21. And we begin the work week with another humid day with clear skies on Monday, a high of 31 and a low of 21. Now, question. Sometimes I think my personal daily life is so completely mundane that I just don't know if you care to know about it. But if you are curious about the fabulous evening that I had by myself, I had a great date with myself. Just write the word mundane in your comment notes. And based on that, either I'll tell you about it or we'll move on to other things such as this one. His music whispers of longing, of memories never made and loves never lived. Maurice Ravel, unmarried, childless, yet somehow he composed with the soul of a man who'd lost everything. Join me, Paco Ojeda, for a personal journey through my favorite works by this exquisite French master. From the shimmering textures of Introduction et Allegro to the haunting elegance of Pavane for a Dead Princess, the vibrant energy of La Valse, and beyond. Discover the stories, subtleties, and secret sorrows behind the music in a comfortable, relaxing, and climate-controlled setting at the Joint Boutique Hotel and Co-work this Thursday, May 22nd at 5 p.m. Tickets are just 300 pesos and available now at the reception desk. Whether you know Ravel well or barely at all, this is your chance to connect more deeply with his music and fall in love. Of course, I thought I was going to go see Ravel this weekend, but I had my senior moment yesterday. I felt so comforted with your company talking about senior moments. I thought I was going to go see Ravel today, well, last night, but my Ravel is this coming weekend and the weekend after that. But that's not what I want to talk about now. The Jalisco Philharmonic has announced its new season, and this new season goes from the beginning of June to the beginning of July. And the good news, at least for my budget, is that there is nothing that is really pressing There are no mad commutes to Guadalajara. There are no pieces scheduled. I mean, if I happen to be in Guadalajara for other reasons, then it'll be nice to see if I can attend any of the concerts. But I will leave you with the programming should you be watching from the Guadalajara area or should you be looking for an excuse to go there. Now, back to Spanish four-letter word lesson very quickly, and then we'll talk about mundane stuff. Look at you guys. I love it. Recently, we learned of the word pendejo. Now, you've heard it before, I'm sure, but we talked about pendejo. You don't want to call somebody a pendejo. Well, actually, even before we go there, let's remember the meaning of the word in the dictionary is a pubic hair. So you don't want to be calling people pubic hairs unless they're really stupid, which is the other meaning for the word pendejo. If somebody does something really stupid, they are pendejos. Like there's, I would make a classic example of a pendejo that is this color, but we don't need to go there. That's north of the border. Here in Mexico, we have our own share of pendejos, but we don't want to call them that. But instead, we want to focus on their stupid actions, which we call pendejadas. So if you don't want to offend someone by calling them pendejo or pendeja, if it's a lady, you can at least hint that they're doing something really pendejo by saying they are doing a pendejada. Now, who is doing pendejadas? This is a total eye roller. This happened in Acapulco, okay? So let me show you this image. This is an image of a Google Street View vehicle. They go through the world with a funky looking camera on top, taking video and photographs of wherever they go so that we can enjoy the privilege of Google Maps and Street View, right? We've seen them around. If you haven't, well, they're everywhere. Well, somewhere in the city of Acapulco, somebody started spreading the rumor that the unique cameras that sit on top of these vehicles attract hurricanes. Yes, you heard me. The cameras attract hurricanes. And some people got so pissed at this notion that they threw a Google vehicle into a river. Now, that, my friends, is a bona fide pendejada. If you ever needed one, thank me later, but you have here a perfect example of doing something really stupid. I tell you. Now, mundane. Okay, so my day yesterday was just so crazy, but it ended up well because I thought I was going to Guadalajara and I took my Dramamine in the morning. I realized I was not going to Guadalajara yesterday. So I did the broadcast. I was a little loopy. Then I took a monster nap. And then it was time to make some happy chocolates because I ran out. So I made happy chocolates and then I prepared dinner and dinner involved. Okay, before I say that, whenever I make anything that is a tomato-based sauce, I don't specifically think, well, I'm going to make it suitable for pasta or make it suitable for rice because I don't care. It's just going to end up on top of one or the other. So I had made earlier this week a funky red tomato, ground beef, chopped potato thing, a red sauce. But I made it interesting because I used a lot of dry guajillo chiles. I wanted it to have a certain enchilada taste. So I added dry guajillo peppers and some of the long ones that are dry as well. I forget their name. And I had this sauce with meat and potatoes on it. So yesterday I made some noodles. I cooked some pasta and put my sauce on top of it and added sour cream and cheese, and it was just heavenly. And of course, you know, my happy chocolates turned out so lovely. Well, actually, when you make them, I was licking the pan, and before you knew it, I was in a perfectly wonderful, happy place. And I thought to myself, this feels so good. I may never drink again. But then I decided to have a toast and celebrate that notion. And I drank a glass of wine, and it was just absolutely wonderful. I started a new crochet project for, excuse me, my beloved friends Claudio and Lucas, who live up in the mountains, and they needed little cotton baskets so that they can hang the orchids that they collect from the forest. So I'm making little crochet baskets for them, and I'm in my happy place. And then, of course, oh, great question. I'll get to that in a second, Peter. Um, and then, of course, the new series that I've been obsessing about, a Murder Bot, came out on Apple TV Plus, and I watched the first episode, and it just totally exceeded my expectations. Um, it is perfect. It's science fiction combined with hippies and snarky. Um, it is perfect. It is precious, and it is absolutely true to Martha Weltz's novella, which I had recently heard on Audible.com. So that was my way of treating myself to just a lovely date by myself. I crafted, which I love. I watched some YouTube videos. I crocheted. I ate healthy food. Well, I don't know about healthy, but I made it myself. I partied on wonderful um, chocolates, and I slept beautifully. And that is a mundane evening, a pampering evening here at Casa Chaos. And now let's see what you bring to the table. Thank you for asking. Boom, 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 boom. Good mornings all around. Good mornings. Param, pam, 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 pam. One foster kitten is off to the vet today with an eye infection. Oh no, Kathy. I hope everything turns out well. Can you imagine having Dr. Simi veterinary and clinics here in town? Oh, I can. There you go. Let's see what else we have. It's official coconut water season. Friendly reminder that many of your ailments are linked to dehydration and inflammation, and coconut water can help with both. I like mine ice cold. That's a great suggestion, Logan. For me, it's iced coffee and headline season, because you're right. It's important to stay hydrated. Let's see what else we have. Barbara says the pyramid is interesting. It's now on my expanding bucket list. Well, I know that Larcito went a few months ago, and he confirmed that it was absolutely fascinating. I haven't had a chance to do it. It's been slipping away from my agenda, but if I get there before you do, Barbara, trust me, I will be bringing my camera to capture video and important details so that we can all enjoy it when we get the opportunity to go. Hello, Peter. I know you had a question that I'm getting to it in a second. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Logan comments, I'm sure, on that thing that I shared about the Google vehicle. That is just so stupid. So stupid. And then Peter has an amazing question. Is pendejada the same as tómala? No. Tómala is the Spanish version of when something happens to someone and they deserve that. In English, you might be inclined to say, take that. Or to say to yourself, take that, bitch. You know what I mean? So, tómala is what you say to someone, or you express when you heard that somebody got what they deserved. So that's tómala. And pendejo is it's a word that describes not the action, but the person that did something stupid. And if you don't want to insult the person by calling the person a pendejo, then you can insult the action by calling it a pendejada. Case in point, can I think of a recent? Oh yes, it is a pendejada whenever somebody cuts trees without permission. You know, it's stupid, it's bad, it's horrible. And when they get caught doing it, and then when they get sanctioned, then that's when you say tómala. And there you have it. Uh, Speak of the devil, Lucas. Woot woot! It is a pleasure to crochet for you, my friend. Um, you give me purpose and you give me intention, and that's all I want for life, from life. And that brings us to the end of today. Speaking of purpose, since I didn't go to Guadalajara, I have so much work to do. It's not even funny, but I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you're looking forward to having a wonderful weekend, whatever it is that you're planning to do. Stay happy, stay kind, stay hydrated, as Logan has suggested, and stay in touch. Have a great tomorrow, and I'll see you again Monday morning.